Soldier Field. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. That one goes for 8 yards. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Swift gonna be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Swift.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bears. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you.
And raise you 6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
Return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Now Fields.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage. got it. My scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Lions will take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Knight. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on 1st down. Knight. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Kmet.
Touchdown Bears! Cole Kmet, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears are back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 1st and 10, Knight. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Knight.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield. And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Fields. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And he's got room.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are able to move back in front.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
On 1st down, Knight. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And got his man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. Big loss here as he's taken down.
Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 5-point game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
throwing on first down.
Knight. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20, 10, 5, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first...
That's caught at the 25. A big play there for Detroit, and even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Knight. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it'll be intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at about the 28.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They go play action here on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
On third down, here comes Swift.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But what?
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
His second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. And they'll send the tight end in motion. throwing on 3rd and long. Knight, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll take it at the 42. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah, and the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Michael O.J. Mudia.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. To throw from his end zone. Knight. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And some space here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Knight. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now when they're running.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throw caught by Raymond. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Play action. It's Fields.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards.
And the Bears add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point safely through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing on 3rd and long. Knight is going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit.
Khalif Raymond.
81 yards.
And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit.
No problem there on the extra point. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
3rd and long. It's Fields looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
47 yards now on the ground and just 7 carries.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. Knight. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Throwing again. Knight. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge Fields hit, and the ball is loose.
And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. The point after is good. And the lead now down to 20. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.